It supports Central Bank of Nigeria on Naira redesign. International Monetary Fund IMF tasked Nigeria to curb illicit financial flows and fight corruption. Bank of Industry increases its solar energy fund to 6 billion naira. Plus oil prices fall on easing geopolitical tensions in China demand worries. This is Business Express on the network service of the Nigerian Television Authority, the NTA, and we're reaching you from Abuja, the nation's capital. I am Leah Babatunde. You're welcome. A very good morning to you. We start the program by informing you that the World Food Programme WFP and World Bank have signed an agreement to improve disaster risk protection for vulnerable communities and nations faced with catastrophic climate extremes. The initiative covers 23 countries covering 4.6 million people over the next 2 years. World Bank, United Nations and German government are to jointly fund the initiative. Under this agreement, WFP will receive $20 million from Germany and the United Kingdom through the World Bank's Global Shield Financing Facility. The financial protection means that climate risk insurance means more lives saved, livelihoods preserved, infrastructure protected, and communities empowered. Saeed Ute-Clamart, WFP Deputy Executive Director, said having predictable financing ready when climate impacts materialize is crucial in supporting farmers and communities to minimize climate-induced losses and damages. The redesigning of the Naira notes will not only check corruption and counterfeiting, but will also curtail the activities of bandits and kidnappers. Ignatius Unko reports that this is coming from the Senate as it reconvenes after 4 weeks of recess.
The legislators are back to their temporary chamber. The issue of redesigning the Naira note resonated on the floor following a motion by the chairman, Senate Committee on Banking and Finance, Senator Obasani.
There is a need for Nigerians to comply with the time frame considering the importance of the process to the economy. The CBN should really now go on to very serious enlightenment, because there could be some people in some rural areas who might not even be aware of these policies.
American dollar is everywhere in the world. It is being forged everywhere. It is being used everywhere in the world. It doesn't make them to change their currency. But I think we need to look deeper into these issues, the economic implications of it. Is it going to help Nigeria in any way?
1 month and a half is extremely short for what we are about to do. If you withdraw 1 trillion from this economy at once in a month, the ripple effect will affect everybody.
That the central bank should go as far as April ended. I don't believe in 1 year or 2 years.
Mandate the Committee on Banking, Insurance and other financial institutions to embark on an aggressive oversight to ensure that Nigerians are adequately protected.
Senate, through a motion by Senator Gershom Bassey, advised that 500 billion naira from the 2023 service-wide votes be provided for the Federal Road Maintenance Agency for the rehabilitation of roads destroyed by the recent flood, while the NNPC Road Infrastructure Tax Credit Scheme be extended to cover maintenance of failed sections of federal roads. Senators Aline Dume and Mohammed Bomoy drew the attention of the Senate to what they described as uneven disbursement of $500 billion naira loan to the 6 geopolitical zones by Nigeria's Development Bank.
The Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment is accelerating the approval of the Nigerian automotive policy in a bid to fast-track gradual transition from the importation of used cars to the manufacture and distribution of new vehicles. To this end, the Ministry is engaging with Volkswagen as part of a follow-up process to the Memorandum of Understanding which Nigeria signed with the company in 2018. Volkswagen made an undertaking to implement a phased approach in relation to the assembly of vehicles, initially from assembly kits, with the long-term view of establishing Nigeria as an automotive hub on the west coast of Africa. One which has come to stay. Reports say about 60% of Nigerian and African startups are already deep into researching blockchain options. Some technology experts say the blockchain technology can revolutionize government, research, finance, and insurance, just to mention a few. Today we have one of such experts joining us virtually all the way from London, and of course, as we turn attention to blockchain technology, he is Mohammed Ibrahim Jega, co-founder of Dominion Blockchain Solutions Limited. It is a pleasure to have you on Business Express this morning.
Thank you so much for having me today, Lair. I feel honored to be here with you.
Okay, Mohammed, is it winter yet?
Yeah, it is. My weather here is 6 degrees, so it's a bit, it's a bit cold, and we're enjoying the weather.
Oh, that's fantastic. Perhaps we'll start by you telling us, viewers, just how many of you with Nigerian origin are out there in the blockchain space?
Yeah, asking about how many of us, because, blockchain has shown a massive growth over time, and this has prompted many startups who believe technology is the beginning of change in Nigeria. And it has made many aware and curious as to how they can be a great part of this world. I can say for sure, my startup, Dominion, have a huge network of Nigerians around the blockchain developers and tech enthusiasts within the blockchain space, not to talk of other blockchain startups from Nigeria origin who are doing presently well. For example, the likes of House of Africa, Convexity, Nerex, Bitron Africa, Bitkova, and all of them, these startups have contributed greatly to the tech ecosystem by promoting increased demand of the made in Nigerian products and showcasing the cutting-edge innovative research of prospective stakeholders and investment partners.
Let me just cut in here. We're having to see a lot of things happen, of course, in Nigeria, from the floods to the exchange rate and what have you. There's some concerns around the GDP and financing key innovations. So perhaps you would tell us, how vital is the blockchain technology to the overall development of Nigeria?
Yeah, it is vital because the potential to transform government activities by offering new ways of organizing processes, handling information. Over the past few years, we see several government countries have been experimenting with application of this novel technology with a wide variety of functions and services, which include land registration, educational credential verification, healthcare management, procurement, supply chain, and what have you. My company has done a lot of things in terms of advocating how we could be able to transform technology around the land system, whereby bringing a decentralized system, bringing a very transparent system in the land system by decentralizing the land process from CFO to certificate of incorporation and what have you. So the same thing can be applied around e-health, where we have the likes of VXPass doing solution, whereby transforming e-health solution and making it a bit transparent around that. So that has been also a very good opportunity for us to look at it around the credential verification solution, whereby the technology can bring transparency in verifying our certificates, our credentials of students, where employers can be able to verify the actual use of certificates, because there's so much fake certificates in there. How do you verify those kind of certificates? So the technology can be able to help in terms of providing that kind of transparency and showing the authentication and giving confidence to employers, confidence also to students who are going to study abroad, so that they can be able to verify if they actually own that certificate or not.
So,
I can say,
can you just let me in? Since we're talking certificates, and now, do you think we have gotten to that point where we can infuse this into the school curriculum?
yes, we can actually, because we've actually started practicalizing something around there. We have a partnership we're running now between the industry and the academia, which we're currently running with Bayes University for almost 2 years now. The partnership has fostered a very good collaboration where Dominion, my company, has set up an experience center at Bayes University in Abuja. And the university has adopted blockchain courses, which they've infused it into their curriculum, and they've just wanting to make sure that every student should be able to understand blockchain, should be able to understand the advantages of blockchain, should be able to understand how blockchain can help in terms of increasing and bringing efficiency in different verticals. So what I would say, yes, the answer is that blockchain technology as a subject in Nigerian school will not only help grow adoption, but it's going to be a key tool for creating jobs and improving educational opportunities across the country. And I'm happy that we've started practicalizing something with Bayes University. We currently have partnership with 12 universities in Africa, but we wanted to do a pivot and also see how we can be able to scale this to on a global scale.
Okay, can you also tell us what is your relationship with government like, and what impact is it making?
I can say for now we have a very good relationship with the government, especially NIDA under the Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy. They've published a national blockchain adoption strategy that has recognized blockchain technology, and also for the president signing into law the Startup Act is a huge impact for the blockchain. So the blockchain industry is capable of attracting huge foreign direct investments, and blockchain startups in Nigeria can now come up with technical, innovative products that will help solve problems, and many vital industries can also boost Nigeria's digital economy. We have a relationship whereby the government has understood the importance of blockchain. Last week, in November 24th, we hosted a blockchain day, which is a national blockchain day, for government to cover a day to host a blockchain activities to showcase blockchain products, to showcase blockchain use cases. It's a big win for the industry. That has shown that the blockchain has seen the importance, the government has seen the importance of blockchain. And this is actually going to help us in terms of revolutionizing it. We had almost 14 international speakers, which 8 were foreign speakers, came in to talk about what about different products they build in the blockchain space. Practical experiences, not stories. And also with the partnership we run with NIDA, we're running the scholarship program for Nigerians to do blockchain courses for free, blockchain development courses, which is going to train 30,000 Nigerians. It's also another big win for the industry. That has shown the government's collaboration and industry, which is a very, very critical part. I've been to several countries, especially in Africa. None has taken this bold step. So we can say Nigeria is really ready, and we're happy with the cordial relationship with the government, and NIDA has showed under the leadership of Kashifu, Inua Abdullahi, to show that collaboration, that togetherness to be able to foster and also boost blockchain development in Nigeria.
Okay, so while the government is considering this and you're enjoying this smooth relationship with NIDA, as you've mentioned, perhaps our viewers will want to know, do we have the necessary environment and infrastructure, for instance, for more Nigerians to get into that space?
Yeah, it's very critical for that because yes, we do. Because currently, I mentioned that we launched a blockchain experience center in a partnership-based university. This is a leading education institution in Africa, and positioning at training students, academia, and professionals, where we're going to train professionals, developers. So if you don't have any basic knowledge about blockchain, you can also subscribe to come and learn and understand how blockchain can help your business, whether in commerce, in security, in agriculture, in health, and as well as we can be able to help set build capacity for young people, and also it can be a launch back for training and preparing them for the future. So what can I say is yes, the environment is there. We've seen how aggressive Nigerian youths have been taking the financial part of blockchain, which is crypto, and how they've been running with it, how they've been learning, trading, doing a huge transaction on different platforms independently. So how do we harness those potentials and see how we can build on them, fill the gap, and build more capacity around building real products in the blockchain space? So for me, I can say this is first of its kind in Africa, and it's poised at building and unlocking a lot of potentials by exploring powerful capabilities of blockchain that blockchain offers, and also this will accelerate blockchain adoption.
Okay.
This is very good.
Okay, thank you, Mohammed. I'm told we don't have any more time for this conversation, and keep flying the Nigerian flag out there.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. So on our Surviving COVID-19 series today, Edway, I'm caught up with a trader who yearns to get any of the loans offered by the CBN to boost his business.
Surviving COVID-19 series is brought to you in partnership with the Central Bank of Nigeria.
Since 2020, since the COVID-19, came up, it has been a very, very challenging time, because definitely at that period we saw closure of the plaza, and it kind of affected us very well. And more so, the prices of goods, kind of increased from the prices used to be in the past, and both we, the sellers and the buyers, kind of felt it. So after that period, it has never come down, so it just keep going up and up and up. Well, I would say that there's no really considerable change, because the prices are still up, even though the lockdowns are no longer in force, but the prices still remain high, because when we compared the amount we used to buy things before during the COVID and post-COVID, we noticed that the prices during the COVID and post-COVID was kind of very much same. There's no difference, and so even the customers will even attest to the fact. So it has not been, there's not been any significant changes so far in the price. Wow, to the best of my knowledge, I haven't heard about it. I didn't apply because I didn't know about it. Well, that would be very, very, very significant and useful for my business, because I know that at this moment in time we need some form of stimulus that will greatly help us to up our game in the business. So if we are opportune to get that loan, I think we really appreciate, and our customers will definitely appreciate it.
Surviving COVID-19 series is brought to you in partnership with the Central.
Now, do you know that trillions of dollars are spent annually on procurement globally? Perhaps what you don't know is that only 1% goes to women, one of the reasons they're economically disadvantaged, but no more, says the Ministry of Women Affairs and other international development partners, as they strengthen capacity of women entrepreneurs to join the procurement race. Momsodemet Eti reports.
Though physically challenged, it's not an impediment in any way to her mental and intellectual capability to compete with those without disabilities.
It was last year somebody invited me to the link, so from there they started training us on how to package our products, make sure that we are competing with others that they are in high places.
That's Kike Lomo, fully supported by her husband, Kola Wole.
There's no way I would not support her because I'm the next person to her. Yes, we have 3 boys. I see her with that condition and I love her like that.
Hence, selected by the UN Women in collaboration with the Ministry of Women Affairs, trained, mentored and empowered to compete with their counterparts globally.
The training really helped us in terms of inventory taking, really helped us, feasibility, you know.
Yes, I came all the way from Lagos for this event. Out of 5,000, glory to God, I'm here today. It's been a great opportunity. And today I also got a certification that has made me a proper certified PPE producer in Nigeria.
Kike and others are here in Abuja to attend this high-level policy dialogue, an exhibition to promote the application of gender-responsive empowerment practices in public and private sectors, organized by their benefactors and other international development partners.
The Federal Ministry of Women Affairs as the national gender machinery for the advancement of Nigerian women in collaboration with UN Women are accelerating efforts towards facilitating the application of gender-responsive procurement practices in both the public and private sector with the aim to prioritize MSMEs owned by women.
This is expected to ensure expanded access to market for the women-owned enterprises.
Collaborating with relevant stakeholders to develop and implement economic empowerment programs.
Now equipped and empowered, these women say all they need is a fair playing ground to compete favorably with their male counterparts.
We are ready to take our products anyway because we have met up with every form of standardization.
In Abuja, Momso Damien Ati.
Into some market news, the equities market closed Wednesday trading session on a positive note. The all-share index climbed 0.54% to settle at 44,046.94 points. A total turnover of 159.4 million securities valued at 2.8 billion naira were traded in 3,039 deals. Equity capitalization increased to 23.9 trillion naira. The financial services industry led the activity chart with Fidelity Bank Guarantee Trust Holding Company and Zenith Bank. Let's go now to the global stock markets.
Global markets are watching developments in Ukraine as the fallout from a missile hitting Polish territory continues. European markets are set to open mixed on Thursday as political uncertainty continues in the region. Shares in the Asia-Pacific traded mostly lower, with the Hang Seng Index falling 0.82% as Chinese technology stocks saw sharp losses after Tencent announced to slash its over $20 billion stake in mainland China. The Shanghai Composite fell 0.15% and the Nikkei 225 shed 0.35% across 27,930.57. Investors in the U.S. are anticipating more than half a dozen speakers from the Federal Reserve talking at events around the country Thursday. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 87 points or 0.26%. S&P 500 futures and Nasdaq 100 futures are also on the green. It's a mixed start for African markets, with South Africa's JSE Africa Top 40 posting gains, while Namibia's overall index resumed negative. Others are yet to post new figures. Boss Sede Able, Business Express.
And that wraps this midweek edition of Business Express. Of course, this beautiful Thursday morning. Remember to keep in touch with us, so do send in your comments, observations and suggestions. Also be informed that all previous episodes are available on YouTube on the NTA's channel. You can also communicate with us via our various social media platforms. Business Express returns Friday at 3 p.m. I am Leah Katungbaba today saying have a wonderful day and God bless Nigeria.